welcome back. After the break, we are here with our man, Johnny.
Yeah, well, Ted, why don't you introduce our first guest for tonight?
Our first guest tonight is...
Remember we said we were going to call me Mr. X, not my real name, Steve Shaw, because I will be killed. In Afghanistan, the second I get back, they will kill me.
Good catch, good catch.
Thanks. I think I saved it. Y'all remember to blur my face out.
Oh, yeah, we'll take care of that. Mr. X is one of the only 3 human beings on the planet to have come in contact with Osama bin Laden and had 3 opportunities to take him out, but didn't. Can you tell me how you got started in this business in the first place?
Well, I accidentally wound up in Afghanistan, which I am now a recognized expert on the country of Afghanistan. And I wound up in a Starbucks, and I noticed this very tall guy ordering a pumpkin spice latte, which I love. And he got a venti, which I also love. And I said to myself, I got to kill this guy.
Well, when did you realize this was Osama bin Laden?
I heard him, he turned to the guy on the side of him and he said very distinctly, Mecca leka hai, Mecca honey ho. And I said, that is Osama, because I had heard the videotapes, the audio tapes are available on YouTube. You can hear them.
Well, let me ask you this. Now, I know you got to get permission from the president, so did...
I called the White House and I said, I'm pretty sure it is Osama bin Laden. Would you mind if I kill him? And as you would before you kill him. And they said he's not in right now. He's probably playing golf. And as I checked, he was with, back then he was playing with OJ, and I believe they were looking for the killer.
Wow. Now, it must be hard for you to show people, newspapers, whatever, to convince people that you've been to these places and done these places. I mean, how do you deal with that?
Usually I tell them to just kiss it, but I always keep a passport with me to show that I have been to Afghanistan, which, of course, I am an expert of.
Yeah, it says right here, stamp Starbucks.
Yeah, so that proves it, because I think one more I get a free one.
Oh, okay.
Awesome.
So now what about the second time?
They're very generous like that.
Well, I drink a lot of it, you know.
Looks like you've had a few tonight, huh?
A few.
A few?
Not enough.
Not enough. So tell us about the second chance you got to kill the mastermind.
I had been in Afghanistan for about a week, and I got there accidentally. My ex-wife and I was driving home from a party. I missed the turn because I was drunk. And she was screaming at me that I needed to stop and ask directions. I know I made a wrong turn, probably Costa Rica. And I don't like to ask for directions. And about a week later, we wound up in Afghanistan. But I didn't have no money with me. We didn't have no food. We couldn't really communicate except for the Mecca leka hai. And thank God I had my edible panties on, because I was able to snack on that when just before I starved to death.
So they said that...
That's a rough way to go. It's a rough way to go, starving to death.
Yeah, and those edible panties, they don't taste good. They're very sweat taste.
I think you probably need to eat them before you use them.
Well, they should say it on the box.
They got cherry or strawberry?
It's cherry, but sweat. Is all I could taste. It was...
So, you posed as one of Osama bin Laden's wives.
I was going to
That's incredible.
I was going to get to that. There was a burqa in the dumpster, and it fit me a little snug, but I had to be taken into the compound so I was starving, to be honest, Johnny. And for about the first week, I was able to avoid bin Laden by just saying I was cramping.
What number were you? What number wife?
37. He was very patient with me, I have to say, and he bought the whole cramp business. But once, on the 7th day, he wasn't putting up with that no more. And all I can say is I wish I had a nickel for every time that man made love to me.
Wow, what a story.
What's a nickel in Afghanistani money? Excuse me.
I believe it's Afghan dollar. That was when I decided I really gotta kill that man.
So, I mean, what happened this time? How come you weren't able to fulfill the task?
This is the truth, John. About a week before the Navy SEALs went in and finished the job, I had called into the State Department and I said, look, I know the compound where he is. Send me somebody, and we're gonna take him out. They sent Orlando from
can you
Swamp.
give me, what do you use for like your tools of the trade? What helps you the best to become to be a spy?
Johnny, you gotta be good at disguising and blending into whatever the situation calls for. Like,
What we have right here, we went to the liberty of providing a picture of you.
You know, the producers say that you're a master of disguise.
how did y'all get my driver's license? This is what a typical day for me in Afghanistan, which is the capital of the Middle East, and I am an expert, I pretty much can say that. A typical day would find me with a mustache, like this, maybe some beard hair, like this, and possibly some hair extensions, so that I could fit in and look more like them. And you can see that I would easily blend into Afghanistan.
I can see that, yeah.
They would easily buy that I'm one of them. And to complete the look, maybe a little towel or a headband.
That's awesome. That is amazing transformation. That's just amazing.
Well, it's just a way of life for me.
And that's not all. I mean, my producers tell me that you're also a 6-time tsunami survivor.
Well, I was one of the first people planking, Johnny. I started planking about 5 years ago, and a lot of times I fall asleep planking on the beach. They said I survived the tsunami. I heard about it, and I survived it by not being anywhere. I was like in Kansas. Johnny, you are not going to believe this, man. This is so interesting.
That's all the time we have in this segment. Johnny will be back after these messages.